for the first time on this program, we are attempting to organize a weekend course, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in the political economy of the American system. That is to say, philosophical, epistemological method, and economics. This is for the heavy hitters. This is for the long ball hitters. This is for the serious people who want to become revolutionary leaders. There's no other way to put it in today's terms. It's most likely, not 100% guaranteed, but very likely to be on that weekend. I believe it's the 12th, 13th, and 14th of December. And here in Washington, D.C. And if you're interested, go to the Speakers Bureau, Speakers Bureau feature on my website, tarpley.net. Send me an email. There's a contact box there. You don't need to worry about the email address. Just send it to me. If you're interested in coming to this cadre school, 12th, 13th, 14th, and again, it will require effort. It will require some reading in advance. If you want to start reading in advance, get a hold of Surviving the Cataclysm, your guide to the worst financial crisis in American history. There's a 1999 edition. Better is the 2009 post-world derivatives panic edition. So we'll be looking forward to that, and we'll have more details the next time around. What we're trying to do now is to essentially assess the degree of interest. So, short course, Political Economy of the American System, Washington, D.C., 12th, 13th, 14th December. Send it to me. Send your contact info to me, and I'll get back to you. Now, remember, when did all this start? We had, and we've written about it and talked about it, newspaper reports in, I guess it was April, saying that Skull and Bones Kerry and Samantha Power, the humanitarian bomber, were interested in attacking the Assad regime. Obama had said no several times, right? Notably the previous August, September, with the fake, staged, hooked up, false flag chemical weapons incident, and that Kerry and Samantha were reaching out for help from leading warmongers. And there were three. There was General Allen, General Petraeus, and General Keane, all part of a warmonger clique, all associated with the neocons. But now we've got to be a bit more specific. It will not do anymore to talk only about neocons. We have to talk about Allen. Here's what the Washington Post says about it today, Tuesday, November 25th. The administration officials had leaked that Hagel had written a tough memo to National Security Advisor Rice, blasting the White House strategy for Syria. They don't tell you why. It's because Rice wants to bomb Assad. The squabble came 1 month after Obama appointed a retired general, John R. Allen. John R. Allen, if you don't know who he is, take a look at my website. There's a picture of him up there with his girlfriend, Jill Kelly, and his right-hand running dog, McGurk. John R. Allen, his envoy in charge of assembling a coalition against the Islamic State. Appointing Allen, according to the Washington Post, was a job that some Pentagon officials saw as diminishing Hagel's role. Yeah, sure, of course. The ISIS czar Allen has been working and scheming as per that plan, which goes back to April, which was in the newspapers. I think it was the Wall Street Journal. We'll check it. You can find it on tarpley.net. And the idea was, we've got to bomb Assad. That's their Johnny One Note. So there's all this stuff about White House micromanagement and so forth. This may have some validity, but this is not the main thing. And you followed with us. Again, I have to claim the best place to follow all this was precisely tarpley.net. So here we had in the November 15th edition, we had post-election war coup. GOP Chairman Ed Royce of the House Foreign Affairs Committee touts policy review on Syria, in reality a cover for the latest Kerry-Allen-McCain effort to bomb Assad and save ISIS and al-Qaeda. Bid comes with Obama overseas, Pentagon Chief Hagel NSC's Ben Rhodes counter that ISIS first is still U.S. policy. So the idea is there were the people who wanted to have the policy review and bomb Syria, and then there was Hagel who said, no, ISIS first. And we quoted, that's the quote we gave you before. And then just this past week, November 22nd, Obama repudiates the Alan Gates Petraeus Kerry campaign to spare ISIS and bomb Assad. Pressure mounting on Turkey's Erdogan to slam terrorists. Well, it's never linear. So this is a reverse. This is bad. Hagel should have hung on. Hagel should not have quit. Obama, of course, is a fool. Obama is he lurches from something mildly promising like immigration now to this. And of course, the neocons had been the entire Bergdahl affair, the raving, foaming attacks on Obama over Bergdahl, I think had something to do with the desire to hit Hagel. And Hagel is now out. Now, who's going to be in? Here's where we got to mobilize. We're dealing, first of all, with Obama's Brisbane no. The Brisbane no was, are you planning a strategy that will overthrow Assad? The answer from Obama was no. The Washington Post, as we heard last week, Washington Post editorial page went ballistic. They want such plans. But now who's mentioned in this town, meaning in the oligarchy? Here we have Washington Post of today. Top contenders to replace Hagel. Michelle Flournoy. She's got an accent grave over the first E. She's Michelle in the French style. Accent grave over the E. Remember, W.C. Fields would have done something with that. Michelle Flournoy, Flournoy. Undersecretary of Defense from 2009 to 12, under Gates and Panetta. Her rap is, she's viewed by some in the White House, and this, whoever the anti-war or anti-lunacy faction is, if there is one, in the White House, too uncritically supportive of the uniformed military's agenda. Now, when they say uniformed military, dear friends, that is a euphemism for such militarists as General Petraeus and General Allen. These two disgraced generals who we still find with security clearances planning new wars. And it all revolves around something called CNAS. Back in a minute.
For all our loyal listeners, it's time for another giveaway. Over the next 30 days, our friends at SupernaturalSilver.com are giving away 6 16-ounce Supernatural Silver liquid valued at nearly $100 per bottle, or their skin and body gel priced at $49.98. All you have to do is enter and win at GCNlive.com. Hurry, contest ends December 5th. GCN can give you and your loved ones a fighting chance with the Supernatural Silver giveaway at GCNlive.com.
Now through November 30th, get 3 months of GoFood storable food free when you buy a 1-year supply. Get 6 weeks free with your purchase of a 6-month supply and 3 weeks free with your purchase of a 3-month supply. GoFoods are storable for 25 years, non-GMO, kosher certified, and quick fix. Call 800-648-9753 or on the web at www.storefoodnow.com. That's www.storefoodnow.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional and installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV.
The experts at Web.com want to build your business a successful website for free, just like we did for these current Web.com customers.
We've used and looked at other website designers, but there's nobody better than Web.com.
Web.com can build your website in as little as 7 days free. Plus, we'll promote it on all the major search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing. If after 30 days you're happy, we'll continue to provide promotion, hosting, support, and maintenance, all for one low monthly fee. If not, cancel and pay nothing.
If you're in business today and you don't have a web presence, you won't be taken seriously.
Call right now and you'll also get a free .com or .net domain name for your new website, powered by VeriSign, the world's leading domain name provider.
Call 800-297-0154. That's 800-297-0154.
No upfront charge for site build, after which ongoing fees apply. Rights to site are relinquished when canceled. Domain included during active service, after which fees apply.
That's 800-297-0154.
You pick up the receiver with your heart racing and sweat dripping from your forehead. You finally muster the courage to dial the number to call into your favorite talk radio show. It rings once, twice, and then...
Hello, it's GCN. What's your name and the state you're calling from?
Surprised you got through, you squeak out.
Jason from Minnesota.
Please hold.
As you patiently wait for your turn, you begin to daydream about being a famous talk radio host and what it would be like to have your own show.
Jason from Minnesota, you're up.
Millions of loyal listeners worldwide waiting to call and talk to you.
Caller, are you there?
Cheering crowds surround you, calling out your name.
Jason! Going once, twice. Okay, we gotta move on to the next caller.
You blew it.
Huh? Wait, no!
Interact with the host you're listening to right now, online at GCNlive.com. Click on the community link. Engage with other listeners. Ask questions. Start debates. Don't agree with the host? Let them know. Be a part of the community at GCNlive.com. UnseenNow.com, proud sponsor of GCN. Unseen Now's unparalleled encryption tools keep your communications secure. GC.
Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. This is Webster Tarpley in Washington, D.C. So now, with Hagel going down, and he needed to stand up, obviously, and denounce the faction that got rid of him. These people never do. They're cowards. We know that. But Michelle Flournoy, her story is too uncritically supportive of the uniformed military's perspective. Translated into good American, she's a stooge for Petraeus, Allen, and that clique. And she comes from the Center for a New American Security. Now, the center, you're going to have to add this to your list, right? You all know the Project for the New American Century. You all know about Brookings and the Institute for the Study of War with the Kagans. Here's another one. It's called the Center for a New American Security. And the trick with this one is, this is the Petraeus think tank. The main Bonapartist, golpista, putschist threat to the United States has his own think tank. And I'm wondering whether the money came from Henry Kravis of Kohlberg Kravis Roberts, known to be the general's money bags as he marches, he thinks, towards power. The CNAS, it was very big in the surge. We focused on the Kagans, right? Kim Kagan and Frederick Kagan. But we've also got Andrew Exum of the Center for a New American Security, who was part of the Petraeus-McChrystal civilian board that included the Kagans, Biddle of the CFR, Quartersman of CSIS, but also CNAS. Meanwhile, by late 2009, we read in a article online. Think tanks like CNAS had begun holding a series of events featuring military brass discussing the counterinsurgency campaign. September 2009, CNAS scholars joined General Petraeus at a National Press Club event on counterinsurgency, leadership in Afghanistan, Iraq, and beyond. And of course, if you